Hi, what's up? It's Gail here. In this video, I would like to show you how you can create a thumbnail for your YouTube channels using Google Slides. And it's all free. All you have to do is have Chrome, and I have the Chrome browser on and I have a Google page open up. Then I'm coming up to the 9 dots in the upper right hand corner. I'm going to click on these and I'm going to scroll down to find Slides. Click on Slides. And now I'm ready to start a new presentation. So I'm coming over to the upper left-hand side where there's a plus sign right here. I'm going to click on that. And now I'm ready to start my slide presentation. So up here where it says Untitled Presentation, I'm going to type in thumbnails. And the next part is I'm clicking on the slide in the middle here, and I'm going to get rid of these boxes by clicking delete or backspace or back on the keyboard. Okay, got rid of those. And if you see that if you don't have a box selected, this shows up here. If you do have a box selected, and I'll just show you what that looks like. If I have this selected, notice how that disappears. So we don't want that, so I'm going to get rid of this. I mean, I could click outside it too. And I'm ready to add a background color. I'm going to color right here, and instead of solid, I'm going over to gradient, and I'm coming down here to choose a dark blue and a linear style. So I'm going to click done, and now I'm ready to add some artwork. So I'm going to insert image, and I'm going to upload from my computer, and I'm going to resense, and I'm going down to this picture right here. I'll click open, add that one. Now I want to click off of this because it's selected, and if I add another picture, this will disappear, so I have to make sure it's not selected. So I'm going to click off of there, go back up to insert, or go to the image right here, and I'm going to upload from the computer again, go to resense, and I think I'm searching for this one right here. And now I've added those pictures, but right here you can see there's a little white highlight, and I don't want that. So I can double click inside my image and bring this down a little bit, like so, and get rid of that, and that looks better. But I also see there's something over here, so I'm going to just bring this in a hair over on this side. And that disappeared. Awesome. So I'm just going to move this over a little bit, kind of fill up that space. Maybe I'll hold down the shift key and bring this out just a tad bit more now. There we go. And I'm going to move it up so it's aligned with the top part there. And that red line lets you know that they're matched up. So we have that. So now it's time to add some text. And depending on what kind of YouTube style you are creating, because you might want something that's really stands out and is kind of edgy, but because my artwork and the things I've done so far are not so edgy, I want something clean and something simple that really shows up. So to do that, I'm going to insert, and I'm coming down here to Word Art, clicking on that, and I'm going to type in Google, since I'm using Google Drawings. So I want everybody to know that. So I have this selected. I'm in Arial. If I come over here, I can choose from all these fonts. And if you don't see something you like here, you can also click up here where it says More Fonts, and then you can go in and select the fonts that you want to add, and then click OK. But I'm going to stick with this because this seems to work pretty well. I'm just going to grab from the center here, and I'm going to start to kind of plan out how I want my lettering to look. And I think I want to make this a little bit smaller, but I do want it to stand out quite a bit. And also, sometimes it works really well to click on bold over here to make it stand out more. And I think that's pretty good so far. And the next thing I want to do is get rid of that black outline. You might like it, but if you do want to change the color of it, you can come up here to border color and change the colors here to red or whatnot. And you can also come over to the border weight line and change the thickness of it. that's not exactly what I'm looking for, so I'm going back to transparent instead. So I don't have a line at all, and I'm going to keep Google pretty much like this. I'm just going to make it a little smaller here. Now, instead of going back to Insert and Word Art, what I'm going to do now is select this, and I'm going to duplicate it so I can add drawings underneath it. So on most computers, it will be Control, hold down the Control button and click plus D on the keyboard, and on Macs it's Command plus D. So I'm clicking this, I'm going to bring it down, open it up, and I'm going to type in drawings, since that's the program I often use. Okay, so now I'm going to make this about the same size so that it kind of lines up. And another thing you can do when you're creating the lettering right here is you can add rulers. You can see I have rulers on. And to go to rulers, all you do is go to View, and you want to make sure there's a check mark out to the side. All you have to do is click on it. If I click off of it, you can see they disappear. Now I'm going to click on and add my rulers again. And then the next thing that is very handy is adding guides. So I'm coming down here to guides, and I'm going to click show guides, and then there will be a check mark off to the side. You can see that the guides came on right here. And all I'm going to do is bring this over and make sure that it lines up here on the side. So I'm just going to bring this over here a little bit. And then if I want to pull out another guide, all I'm going to do is click on the ruler, click and drag out another guideline, and I'm going to bring it over to this edge right here. Then I'm going to click on the lettering here and just bring it out to the guideline, like so. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Now what I'm going to do is change the color of this. So I have this one selected. I'm going to hold down the Shift key so I can select both of them at the same time. And I'm going to group these together. So I'm going to arrange and going down to group. Then I want to change the color of this to white. So I'm going up here to the fill color, and I'm going to choose white like so. And I have that part done. So now I'm ready to add what my lesson's about down here. So this is about creating a snowflake. So that's what I'm going to add. So I'm going to go back up to Insert and go to View or Word Art. Click on this, and I'm going to type in creating a snowflake. And I have this right here. I'm going to select bold, get rid of the line right here by going to border color, choosing transparent, like so. And I want this to stand out. So I'm going to come to fill color, and I'm going to choose yellow for that one. And I'm going to make this go all the way across. So I'll line it up to here. And I think I might bring it in just a little bit more and kind of match it up with what I have going on over here. Like so. Okay, now it's time to add one more part. So I'm going to click on this, keep it highlighted, and I'm going to hit Command D or Control D to make one more little part, because this is part of a series. So I'm going to double click inside here to bring up the dialog box, and I'm going to type in Snowflake Series. And it's going to be part 1. And then I'm going to hit return. So now that I have this, I'm going to make this a lot smaller. And I kind of want it to fit over in this one little area right here. So let's see if I can get it to fit in there. Maybe I'll overlap a little bit. And You know, I think what I'm going to do is bring this picture in a little bit more too. So I have about the same space on the sides here. And I also think I'm going to move this over a little bit more. So I'm going to move this over so that way it's more even on the sides there. So, okay, that looks pretty good. And with the snowflake series, I'm going to bring my guideline over here since I'm done with that side. And make sure that this kind of lines up here. And I'm also going to make sure the words go all the way across here. Okay, like so. And then this part, I'm going to use the opposite color of blue, which is orange, but I'm going to keep it on the lighter side. So I'm coming up to here, and I'm going to choose this light orange for the bottom part, just to add a little bit more. And now I'm going to move these off to the side. And the next step is to take a picture of this, and I'm going to take a screenshot. So you can go to add tools here or add-ons, and you can add an add-on if you don't have this. Otherwise, you might have screenshot on your computer. You may already know how to do that, but on a Mac, it's holding down the Shift key, Command, and 4 all at the same time, and you get this little crosshair right here. And now I'm just going to take a picture like so, and go across up here and try to get it as even as I possibly can without too much, like so. And then the next part is to take this screenshot and plug it into the thumbnail. So I hope this is good for this video. Let me know how it goes, and until next time, I wish you all the best. Bye.